manage screen time no.
No, yeah, fine.
As I me call be, I make a chance on check your mommy.
One and check go.
So unim call no.
What we are?
As I me fret will be. I make a chance on one no money jama. I'm the jama won't me yet. Finally, you call World Cup.
Yeah.
Feeling it is saying.
It's good. Very, very good feeling for every Ghanaian. And I like this picture. The picture that tells the full story of the Black Stars and its departure towards the US of A. The facial expression of Omomodasunu Nanemepe. And I'll start from there. For Thomas Partey, it was as part of those who were the main figures of AFCON qualifier now and he has managed to lead the team to qualify for the World Cup. Good one. And then Obitse Kwesisibo, Nansiyana, we unearthed him and he has joined the team and he has become an integral member of a sort.
And he's a crucial boy.
Partnership of Ononi Thomas Partey has been super. Ono Jumano to work hard for the team, whilst Abrante's friend Thomas Partey does the technical job of making sure say the midfield will take and then they'll play some good football from there. And I think that is brilliant. Which for Abrante's friend of Benjamin Astari, today it's not the day to look at whether or the safest pair of hands or whatnot. Because Ejuma edition in Sase on your mind, why? He was able to keep 5 clean sheets out of 6. In all of them, very difficult games in their different measure. And of course, it was only the game against Chad and our friend of Benjamin Asari, Antony, and keeping the clean sheet to honor. But then what a story. From the lower divisions of Ghana football at age 33. After a debut for Ghana Black Stars. And since he came in, we're manning the goalpost in the fine. At least, on the metric of clean sheets, Benjamin Asari has shown us. Then to the gaffer himself, Abrante's friend Otuado. I like the facial expression because on any day it's in between the two because we need even what the future may hold for him. And now it was a party. And like Obiakano, Rich, we needed to get Comoros off the back of 5 years of match energy. So Comoros are saying they have beaten us, eliminated us from AFCON group stages. They have beaten us in African Cup, World Cup qualifying games. Oma Bayan Albatross is saying Yakum. And whilst we were going into the game, we needed to get the results and then pull Comoros off our stress. That was important. It was very, very, very important for Tima, your friend of Ghana, in making sure say the job will be able to that. Rich, after another game, we have seen the number of teams on my qualifier World Cup. We have Mexico and USA and Canada, who obviously the host nation. So obviously they are going to be there. Japan, Iran, Uzbekistan, Jordan, Korea, which is South Korea, Austria, Morocco, Tunisia, Egypt, Algeria, and then Ghana add to the list of teams that I'm about to get to qualify for the World Cup in 2026. Something that's very, very good for them. And you give them a lot of thumbs up for the job that they've done. In South America, Brazil, Ecuador, Uruguay, Colombia, Paraguay, any team, a friend in New Zealand already have gone through. So a lot of credit to them. How did we get here? Games near Bonne saying, you share match, bang, you starting the time, bang. Meaning, say, and go full be refi. And you to know starting World Cup qualifiers, no.
When you say I'm refi,
you did not start the World Cup qualifiers.
Your production say, last Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, said, nah, then I realized, say, I can't say, a coach you cry, a pamuni, a Fuyuki by.
Who has,
Chris
Hutton, yeah.
Say Chris Hutton at me, and I'm so, okay, I thought Otto.
There be Chris Nadia start here.
Until me check here, and I'm so, I see.
Chris Nadia start here. we started before the AFCON qualifiers. It's got to be take over, and it didn't go well. Which your first game was against Madagascar.
Yeah.
1-0 if you started. Now, inside 2 games, your boy and son to take over. No, Chrisut indicate losing to Comoros. In TBOB, we lost to Comoros before this game. And Comoros said, "Dika saying we had struggled to beat the Comoros Islands, and after they eliminating us on the AFCON group stage, you know, it was always going to be more difficult for us. How are we going to get a result against Team Friend of Comoros? Can we get a result against them? It was always going to be difficult for Yen, which we played against Mali. This was a game at the time. All of us were not sure. See, we were worried. I remember, Sobe Kaya, before Sebe Mali, me, Wo, Ayala, Fatilo, Zando, Gabi Turam, Yako, Andy, Nesewa, Eye.
Yeah.
And I remember when we were waiting, say Andy Bebania, Yapi Biatsano, near the Mali game we come. And we were all expressing your worries. Hey, Mali gave me the Yankwanko Sa. It can be the end of us. So we need to find a way to get the win against Team Friend in Mali, or else you are going to be in trouble. It was something that we were all thinking about near General, near plans. You bet near Shemaliana, which we went away to Bamako and beat the Malians by 2-1. In a game, I was substitution in the second half. That changed it for us. That has been the journey. Which you know. You need Central Africa the ball match here. No, you can say 2 goals, but many say 2-1, and you go man go ball 4-3. You want some but 2 quick fire goals. Now I be 4-3. We're worried. Each you say Charles and 5-0 beat Madagascar away 3-0. Had a 1-1 draw against Chad away from home. Now, 1-1 draw against Chad was such a bad performance, and Nyeka said, and yet we need to do better with that performance against Team Friend Chad. And of course, Mali Bebo has say thanks to Jiku, you show me 1-0, and then Nranajo winning the game by 1-0, which what it means that mathematically, so what he said, FIFA President Gianni Infantino. Ni video no and the audio ni echegu now you Ghana me sure say wabo. It is because officially, mathematically, there is no way I team qualify. After even all the round of matches, CSC 3 points scrampa will still qualify and go and play in the World Cup in US of A, Canada, and Mexico. So that's been a good one. So the report card auto Eddie free the African Cup of the World Cup qualifiers and they say in 9 games, like you said, 8 games, you had played 7 of them won and then draw just 1, unbeaten. And like you said, which he is the first Ghanaian manager, or even the first manager, whether Ghanaian or not, our World Cup twice. And if that is the case, yeah, then for a lot of people he deserves credit. Which I never want to see about game new na GFA for a prepare so many party kakrebi. How many players now? They will enjoy the journey, because if you don't take care and not first half performance, any the result on the night will make you lose track of where we've come from.
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
One thing, yeah. Over so and a Comoros, yeah, show me 1-0 pet. So you forget where we come from, because for me, right after the game, I'm saying, Otopa.
We are talking about Ghana, called AFCON. Yeah, single win.
Yeah.
We are talking about Ghana. AFCON qualifies. Teams with the Nigeria and we couldn't beat them.
Yeah.
Young AFCON.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the level of Coco Dree.
Yeah.
And then I meet here FIFA President the Brown Day, the message Urban. The about Cooper strike him or say Ghana on see about World Cup in Bida. Nah, I do the Kai Ghana pa 2010 World Cup across South Africa.
Yeah.
Senya Samoa Jan penalty no boy.
Yeah.
I ball crossbar na ball no run net him say kuya.
Yeah.
I get semi final.
Yeah.
Okay, history.
Yeah.
Ghana on Kofi. Yeah, Nyama ya. Kofi Nyama be fa o.
Yeah.
Because me kai that World Cup ball pa Ghana, but even on the day that quarter final game, you need Uruguay boy, no. Me sure say Uruguay for no can poor game no. Almost see Ghana ni no boss no. Your mom tough time. See then you be do.
We have quality. Rich. Nhyira bebree see.
So now you bet you baby.
Let's talk about yesterday's game. And me pese only we chief phone na engage me. And you start a match with Benjamin Asari in post. And before the game, Rich, and go for baby the Asari on come. Say, I didn't see that. Yeah, baby, bo match say. No, go for you. Say Asari is a best goalkeeper. So then you put him. Say, Rich, that means you probably bring again because we gave him a job to do. And he has done the job. Which we don't have any major goalkeeping issues, say. So we shouldn't make changes where there are no problems. See a could do baby, and you realize that okay, love money about Medruno. Asari is not a guy to take us there, then you can make your changes. But as it stands now, he is the Black Stars number 1. In the games that he has been in there, he is a flamboyant. But at the end of the day, he has heralded the team and led them from the back in getting results. I can understand Obi argument say, oh, yeah, clean sheet. You don't give only the credit to the goalkeeper. Yes, but he is part of the back line. Yeah. And then, yeah, but Jordan are you about to say so and so number of goals and Lionel Messi more level. But it's the same teams that Benjamin Asari keep clean sheet. So I don't know, also goals. So we can't take the credit out of the young man. Let us not put the cart before the horse. When we get to the point where we need to make changes, we will make changes. Which and you see sometimes.
Is that the instinct to Benjamin Asari?
Oh, he is our goalkeeper. Then I say, we don't say. And why should we change Benjamin Asari? Why? When you go to the World Cup, now we do one at the performance and in training grounds, and you believe that okay, even before our first match. One as a technical person, as a goalkeeper, say you want another profile of a goalkeeper, then you change him. Wait, World Cup, you're born in 2026. Benjamin Asari. I mean, Manus is similar. So what if somebody gets injured? Yeah. So some of these things, we are jumping the gun. And who has to say? Which who your back train home? I'm saying, Otuado. You see, Rich, yeah? There is one thing I'm setting off. Otuado pragmatism, no. You can't take it out of him. And I think it's high time, as a people say. You see, your ball match, no. Sunday basically team say Otuado pragmatism match it was not needed. But Maka said when I'm watching football, I'm usually watching as a fan. After 30-45 minutes after the game, I go into my element to try and analyze the match. Which when I was trying to analyze the match, something dawned on me. I asked myself, say, make I see a share a game away in Morocco. Or to want to catch a boy, say, we have to come and finish the job, no? We have to come and finish the job. Ghana. Now, Rich, was there a probability to see him qualify now? Whether it was small or big, was there a probability? Yes. Was there a probability to qualify, but a better bonino way numana? Yes. Which the pragmatism of Otto on the night told me that I said now he didn't want to leave anything to chance. Inti say Oman Shea, they don't have any chance of say whether Mali against Madagascar or Oman against Madagascar. Saka places. So far as Central African Republic don't, I mean, Comoros morning said we are fine. It's young Konkan back 3, which for me translated into a back 5 because Ali said a right center back in normal personnel. Over on the other side, Ebenezer Annan, any natural fullback. So we really essentially have wing backs. We played 5 defenders, 5 solid center backs at the back to deal with it for us. Any ball question, any branch of friend Thomas Step Party on 5th room. Then had Mohamed Kudus. A branch of friend Antoine Semenyo, and a branch of friend Jordan are you. So for me, it looked even more like a 5-3-2, just like the Comoros Island setup And you could tell, say, in the back of the mind of a branch friend Otuado, yen shatia shop, yen too careful kakra. Yes, for the fans, Omu Babe Giomania are excited about the night because Black Stars are sharing a co-world cup. But he as a professional, what you may saw ye. Rich, Omu Kase Otuado yen too much, you know. I agree and I understand them. Because it's the average Ghanaian fan and Uncle Park is on Rano. Then I don't go pay.
Goose.
Nije.
Yenshani yenfanye
4, 5, 6. Yeah, some. But maybe in Otuado's mind, the boss Chris shooting, Comoros share 1-0.
Yeah, so careful.
And Comoros Corona share AFCON in the last few years. So there was some level of, even aside of care, no crown, me pay the right weight. Now, if you can hold psychologically at the back of the mind, he will be a little bit worried. Say, you're careful. So that we don't fumble it at home. Rich. Imagine if your boy be 68 in Madagascar for Ashemali be 3-4. Near to Comoros for that boy 2-0 at time now. Says at time we flick a boa, Benyana Sai Huya, Nisan Kane. And I tell you.
Number one calculation and Zana will be. Because baby are born to end there. Now,
yes, almost as in your chance. So you just imagine all of these things. Otto wanted to control the game. And if I saw it here in the sports match press conference, he talks about control. Said, young control ball where your home corner, we are okay. As long as that doesn't happen, we have gotten the job done. Which we did it. Into Ukraine. Obi obeka se na born efe bia obwa na born nyefe especially in the first half na nyefe it wasn't a nice game to watch. In fact baby animation na fe area dan ehun achini na edi achini nobody was really paying attention to the game because that born nyefe but Rich, the job was done, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, which the AFCON qualifiers ni ankono. Is it enough reason not to give Otto the flowers we have to give him?
I didn't. So I'm qualifier for AFCON.
Because Rich, the AFCON qualifiers not a new.
Oh yeah, I agree.
We didn't win a single match. Yeah. We drew 3 times, 3 points in
Sudan, Niger.
Yeah.
I can't the other country. I've forgotten the other country. Angola, yeah.
Yeah, we need a single game in AFCON qualifiers. It was that bad. Yeah. But for other people on the other side of the school of thought, the analysis is that it should have been there. Because we were justified, we were at the right place to crack the whip on Otuado when we didn't qualify for AFCON. And when at our lowest, we didn't have the means to get in Otuado to come and deliver for us. So maybe that is where we should have let Otuado go. But we couldn't do that. And we've made him gone. Which, the report card from the World Cup qualifiers is impeccable. You can't take anything away from the man. Makani say, Kroma say, your problem kesi ye pan says ye kase ye mpe rich asema. Rich. What do you pay now be it's hard for you to convince the Ghanaian when they form a perception of you. And you're the bunny because they only pursue
stereotype.
Yes, we stereotype things. Even when the person has done something right, they see a because oh, wait yeah. Nipano, I won't tell you but wait yeah, you be in the back man. You Bonabas. Which Otuado played 8 games. 7 of them are winning. 1 draw against Chad. 0 losses. Almost percentages ne data ne sani mano. 22 goals scored by Otuado. 5 goals conceded. 87.5% win ratio for Otuado. Se Ukasa 2 games no boy against Nigeria and qualifying as 2022. It means that in 10 games in World Cup qualifiers, Otuado is unbeaten. It is a problem about World Cup qualifiers. Am I? Nianya what was what did you say or the Yaba Crop Sa World Cup qualifiers Nimudia. It looks as if the man is Otuado. It looks as if Otuado is the man now has proven beyond every doubt. Which you start to see a World Cup no. Before Otuado, Not the only Ghana ni odi ayebi was Papa James Akwesiapia. There was Milovan Raj saying there was Ratomir Djukovic of Germany. There was Milovan Rajevac who took us 2010 in South Africa, and then James Kwesiapia. Then Otuado has done it twice over there. He has done it as a player, done it as an interim manager, and he has also done it as the substantive manager of the Black Stars. We have to congratulate Otuado. We have to give him all the plaudits for the job that he has done. I told you something the last time, right? And sometimes when we speak about changer, we make it look as if change only means to say, totally. That's not change. Which we need more changes going to the World Cup. No, we need more changes going into the World Cup. The very first thing that we did, your World Cup qualifiers, no, was the inclusion of these two gentlemen to be some sort of an intermediary between players, no, and the management team, and also the technical team. Which, no matter how you look at it, about 60% of the boys in the Black Stars are more idols, and one of these players. So the microphone, the camera, boys live aquano, could do some okay. So you can walk up in the light of Ghana. Who do you want to be like her? Rich, the names that will come out, excepting as a Mojan Dibum. So with the microphone could you Thomas Partiano? So we talk about World Cup, influence in European football. Ghana near Wayadea. He will mention the Sules, mention the APS, he will mention the ACS, and add a certain Stephen Apia. When you ask Jordan and you say as captain of the Black Stars, then I'll say we are. Maybe we'll talk about his brother's temperament. But you also add the influence of Stephen Tonado Apia in 2006 and 2010. Why? Because these are very influential people in the folklore of Ghanaian football. And we think it was so important to include them in the journey to get to the World Cup. Which we need more. Another change was the inclusion of Gregory the Glove for set pieces. We were data here in the course of the week. I'll bring it to you. Unim say, Yentu a shot throw in the opponent half since Gregory came in. According to the Athletic, 25% of throw-ins in Europe, CCI long to it. Watch Antoine Semenyo. Se bon motinya throw bia Antoine Semenyo kwajenu atono long. Oba Ghana no, eduma ya sanso dia mano no. It is the changes and addition we added into the backroom staff to push Otuado to deliver. Going into the World Cup, it is imperative. Sarah Boni Bekano. See, you need more changes, more technical men, more quality video analysts, whatever, scouts, add to the team. No, it. Only in that team pushing a better. The friend of Otuado, Mami running up our hammer. H. Minim. Oh, you're Ghana. Where do you want to be at the World Cup? 2006, the Corona 16. 2010 quarter final, 2014. So after years, your team ne crop put the new crop of boys. It's here go semi final. And go for konum kubeni ariade. You who you see your befi. Only kubeni high. But the good thing, government na not testing go for num kubeno. On one of this year, you experience in kubeno. To where we are, boys in US.
You bien
Jamaica committee report.
Kubanu kuba. Fabitu bag me.
Yes. Jamaica committee reports. Okay. President Mahama was the one who was there.
Yeah.
Was Mr. Kofi, current NSA director, the Brad Penny. Afi he was the one.
All right.
And I'm sure they have learned a lot of lessons in preparation for this World Cup, because in all of your World Cups, the one of them and not Enya Krano was that one, and we need to make sure see best sorting out. It's rich.
Sure.
And Sisi Anedi like FIFA president Kaya. Sure. You relax. You've qualified for the World Cup.
Entry December 5th.
That you
draw no.
Now, own cup wine.
Set your World Cup now. Your group no. Kakandu says Yenya.
Open.
Oh, Kenya kitty Bianchi Asham Queen.
Can't just walk up and get one in you. You can't say Europe, Europe where you are.
Europe no.
The amount Ellen Haaland Norway up.
It depends on how qualify because the Europeans na fe no masate. Amo de ntiamam community na yi kakra.
Nti wo de ka be ni, wo de fans
o ko de fans big guys ni na ba. Was it when obo mu di Sweden?
Haaland Norway.
Obviously e betimi de Takashi bi no mabo.
Haaland versus
enyehu. Haaland no kofi pass no man no kwa no be she. Cut the passes never corner. Cut the supplies.
Haaland jikuru
me jitu. Haaland or a monster.
Yeah.
So my boy ni wura e beton anim around woman space. Near the pass no man there. We lead do obeshe.
Dupe Norway, South America up wine.
South America.
Peru and Moses Caicedo Ecuador.
There Caicedo them in Penable.
Thank you, Moses.
Moses
Seboy Ghana Caicedo. Seboy
Seboy no don't go obetu chama. I can say the Messian boss. Me Peru. I am manager omo.
Asia for no one, Japan and South Korea.
There be Korea for there omo train kakra bi. Korea da I can say
I very say
Qatar hono min po matum grab
if you want to count
in Japan for ni bia
in Japan
e betu manager omo
Mate
na ye a manageable countries ana grouper
okay
ye betu India akwa nim kakra because
so to 5-3-2 na
group say otu no ho minim say nyame adom so chine ba ye be didi nkomo no I love otu
yeah
but otu problem ba one aye the selection and then game management.
Yeah.
So game ne koswa the changes. When they say me yiri free time ben so e change. Sa na ma niam nkitin na I think say eno na so ye be manage na ko work up ne dia. Oto nya ho bibi kakra. Na ye ni san komuni na. Etewo Ghana Premier League weekend ye ba so na one gamer na aye top aye Nations FC and Kumasi Asante Krona regional derby because omu dina wa Asante region. Game no con we no bia ntimi anshebi. Nil ana ewie ye. Vision Champions Gold Stars ntimi antizei. Gold Stars